Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 7th episode of Mahoutsukai no Yome, or The Magician's Bride. So, the last episode, we finished up with the whole Cat Kingdom stuff, and Chise, her body kind of went into, like a low power mode kind of thing, and she was asleep for quite a long time, and Ellis ended up enlisting the help of like a fairy queen type person, Titania, and she was quite something. And even her husband decided to come along, even though he wasn't supposed to. Oberon, and he definitely was an interesting character, to say the least. And the priest was there as well, Simon. But Simon says almost nothing to Titania before she just kind of kicks him out. You know, religious differences and all that. But yeah, they were able to help out Chisa in the end. They awoke her, and Oberon was being a little bit too close for comfort there, so Chisa did not have the best first impression of him and just kind of, she got her distance. And yeah, the subject of kids was brought up, which is interesting, because, like, can Elias have kids with her? And just an interesting thing to think about. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, so let's get into the next episode. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. You gotta love this opening. Now, I might as well do my intro stuff like during the opening, since it seems to always play at the beginning. Oh yeah, one thing I did forget to mention. We saw a character at the end of last episode, who I think is supposed to be Ruth, because we haven't seen Ruth yet. And I know of him because of the OVAs. The faithful dog. And I have been waiting for him to show up. Yeah, like, you saw a very brief glimpse of him there. And of course, there. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're finally getting Ruth. You had one job. Wow. She says some pretty horrible things with a smile. Is that the same sorcerer from the flashback? Yeah, he seems to be in a bit of a rough spot. So I guess those sort of characters are going to stay somewhat relevant, if we're still seeing them. That mandrake. It looks like we're getting some chemistry class. He seems so scared. So she appears to be actually learning some magic now. 7 episodes in. So he does teach her things. He wants a belly rub. Wow. That could still come in handy, though. But yeah, practice makes perfect and all that. Yeah, finally. I'm busy with my muffin, don't you know? Only one way to find out. And he's got his trusty mask, I see. Finally. Apparently still on this. Are we gonna get details on that mistake? A gift? A ring. Like a wedding ring. Because there's too much magic for the body to handle? So it does have a practical use. In general, she is a very calm, collected person. Very mellow. As your owner. She just had to put that in there. I like how I showed her blushing from behind, so it was more subtle. Like Ruth, for instance. Yeah, Hugo, I think it was called, the water fairy. And there's people there. That is the impression I got. Best not to get involved, though. Ooh. That face cover is so pointless, though. Like, it doesn't make him look normal at all, or any less conspicuous. Like, it serves no real purpose. Yeah, remember, stay calm. Though if you're told to stay calm and that it's important, that just kind of makes you more nervous and less calm. Or maybe that's just me. Oh, jeez. I forgot this show has jump scares once in a while. Like the OVA had one or two that really got me. Yeah, but it's still a problem she has to deal with. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, I think he's a good choice for a familiar. A human would have some difficulty doing that. He's not doing so hot, it seems. Find out that thing while he's injured, though. That's pretty impressive. I guess he was attacked as well. Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, the last episode ended with him saying that name. I don't remember him looking that intimidated in the OVAs. It's... what's her face? Just kind of skulking around. You really shouldn't be walking. She says a lot braver than I am, trying to restrain that thing. Does that count as a lap pillow? But yeah, can't you do any healing magic? It seems like he's lost a decent amount of blood. Yeah, apparently she's not done causing trouble. Clearly she wasn't expecting that. What did she even throw at her? Oh, the sleeping... oh yeah, the sleeping potion she made earlier. That did come in handy. I take it that was his previous master. I can kind of see how, well, I'm actually blanking on her name, Chisa. Why Chisa would remind him of Isabel. She's still out cold. And Elias is somewhere doing something. So that's what it was. Except it had much longer hair. Yeah, I figured. Are you not? A shape-shifting dog, but a dog nonetheless. Yeah, the serial killer. Hit her with another dose. Oh, at least she had her tied up. She had enough sense to do that. Yeah, that probably was her name. Now you can't stab me with a knife. Though what does she want with Ruth? I imagine we'll find out. Otherwise, I'll have to kill you. Yes, I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist. Guess that person doesn't take no as an answer. Wow, not an ounce of hesitation. Geez, I can relate to that. And that. Yeah. He wouldn't kick you out. You're paying £5 million for you. No, thank you. Literally lurking in the shadows. And to take him home, more importantly. Yeah, he did mention that he had both of his arms last time he met up with him. Exactly. Good question. Well, that question's been answered. Yeah, that makes sense. You'll know him when you see him. Blurry. It's a weird way to describe someone. Sabin. Okay, what was that about? Of course it was the kid. Like, I assume Ellis can heal that with magic, so I'm not that worried, but... And that name again. But you really pissed him off, I think. Even though his face can be hard to read. It's like I paid £5 million for her. Man, that face. Whew. It's probably not even his final form. And ended. Of course they would cliffhanger us like that. The episode actually went by fairly quickly. Yeah, so it looks like the next episode is going to be quite exciting. And that was the 7th episode of Mahoutsukai no Yome. So, this episode, Elias is continuing to do work for the church. Although this is the last task, I believe he said. And this is the one that involves them getting Ruth, so really can't complain about this one, knowing the end result of what they gain from it. And yeah, we had Chisa. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. I've known her name for so long. Chisa. She ran into Ruth, and well, technically she ran into one of those spirit things that she runs into. That was a big part of the OVAs. She ran into one of those, and Ruth ended up saving her from it, which is how she got interested in Ruth and wanted to protect him from Alice, the one sorcerer's apprentice. And she actually used the sleep potion that she accidentally made in chemistry class, earlier, which came in handy pretty soon. So can't really complain about that. And Ruth is quite obviously injured. We later find out that was because of a chimera. But yeah, Alice is clearly after Ruth, which we also found out that that's the reason why she wanted Ruth, is to make another chimera. Well, for the kid, as she refers to him as. And yeah, Chisa was trying to get some information out of her. Then Ellis showed up out of her shadow. I was wondering where Ellis was, and of course he's hiding in her shadow again. And yeah, the kid shows up, was about to attack, I assume was about to attack Alice. And Chisa just pushes her out of the way and gets struck by it instead. Chisa is just a very selfless person, it seems. But yeah, of course, this triggered Ellis like nobody's business. He went into another form, like a rage form, essentially. Like the narration at the end there was kind of talking about how he's basically an instinctual form. He can't reason. He's going to be on a rampage next episode. So hopefully that works out for the best. And yeah, let me know what you thought of the anime. Which thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.